All right, well, let me just go ahead and start an introduction here. Well, this is Jeff Clark, Regional Director here with GoldenCare USA. Have been with GoldenCare for over 25 years. And, you know, every year with Medicare, everyone talks about the AEP that comes up, and it kind of puts a lot of offices into a frenzy with all the new regulations, all the new products, and the first looks at the new. And then, a lot of our agents, some of them just do Medicare supplements. Some are more and more, of course, are doing the Medicare Advantage and the Part Ds. And so I think in this day and age, we just had a conversation this morning that, it's getting harder and harder to just be a Medicare supplement person. Right now, I don't know, if you look at the numbers across the country, it's about 60% of people now do a Medicare supplement, 40% of people do a Medicare Advantage. And I've often said to my clients there's no right answer here. It all depends on the situation, how much people doctor, what kind of medications are they taking. Maybe they're overpaying if they're in their 70s or 80s and they still have Plan F. It's costing them $400 or $500 a month at this point. The maximum out of pocket on an Advantage plan is $3,000. So if you can get $100 premium and a maximum $3,000, you're at $4,000 maximum possible before you're off the get-go. So it's more advantageous to have an Advantage plan. So, there's this back and forth. And so a lot of our agents that do the long-term care, more and more of us are doing more and more with Medicare. And so part of the premise today is with this year's AEP coming up, there's a new, I guess there's always new rules, regulations. So we're going to try something out here. We're going to take a poll. So, and they'll launch, see if this works now. Okay, you should be seeing on your screen now. So I'm just kind of curious, supplements, Advantage, or both? And I'm getting a feeling for our audience, what people are doing. Okay, the votes are coming in, great, it does work. Okay, 33% of you do just subs, 30% do just Advantage, and 33% do, for the pure supplement person, I still think this is a good webinar just to kind of hear what's going on out there. But of course, the CMS regulations, they don't really apply to Medicare supplements, as we know. The CMS rules, the AHIP certifications, and all this happy stuff that goes on has to do with Medicare Advantage plans and Part D prescription drug plans. So anyways, rules. We have them every year. There's more and more changes from Centers for Medicare Systems. And the big one this year, of course, is the call recording. Now, this is a game changer, in my opinion. I dabble in Medicare work just because I think I've been an insurance agent for 26 years now, and I have sold a lot of my family members, friends, Medicare products over the years, where now I kind of have to keep certified and keep updated. I mean, I've got, I don't know, how many aunts and uncles and friends at church, and, my own mom and dad and their friends. And so I probably have 20, 30 people I have to take care of every year. So I do kind of end up staying certified and do a lot of this stuff. But this call recording thing, so every single call you make regarding a Medicare Advantage or a Part D prescription drug plan, your client calls you and asks you, everything has to be recorded this year. It's really a unique kind of a problem to have. It's an obstacle, a hurdle, if you will. And so a lot of people are scrambling as to how we're going to go about making sure that everything that I do is recorded when we're talking about Medicare and Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D plans. Again, Med Sup, you don't have to record. Problem is, for even a guy like me who writes both, you start talking Med Sups, eventually the discussion of Part D drug plans comes up. You have to, at that point, well, now I have to suddenly hit record because now I'm talking about. So really, it's going to be hard not to record everything you're doing. And why, to stay compliant, would you record? Well, you know how this goes. They're not going to actually, you're supposed to keep these recordings on store for 10 years, I believe it is. We have another slide on the rules here, but yep. So all calls of beneficiaries must be recorded, and they must be stored for a period of 10 years. I wonder if I have that on there. So what do we do here? So what are the solutions we have to record things? A couple of things have come out that we've been kicking around with agents, and your existing phone system. I don't know if you work out of your house, you work out of your, you have an office at home, maybe you do have an office somewhere else. You can call your existing phone provider, see if they have some type of mechanism that just can record everything you do. That's going to cost you money, I'm sure, but there's a way on most phone systems at this point to record. And even our phone systems here at my work, we have the ability to record, but it wipes itself out every 30 days. So, unless you take those and extract them from that, whatever service you're using for your phone and then store them somewhere, you're still going to have to be mindful to go ahead and keep doing that. But that's a possible solution for you. Okay. There are some CRMs out there that do have a recording mechanism in them. Salesforce, all these things. I don't know what the storage is going to be for them. They're likely going to have storage solutions and recording solutions, maybe both. I can't speak to exactly all the CRMs out there, but I know they are frantically trying to put together an option for this, as everyone is, as this new regulation came out. Individual carrier platforms. If you're someone who goes online just to, like for United Healthcare, for example, for me, I actually go to United Healthcare's website for some of the stuff I do. I know that Aetna's Think Agent will include recording. I read that somewhere in my my certifications I'm working on, and I got to imagine that other carriers will have different recording platforms available on their website. Not sure how they're going to store them, for the 10 years or how that's going to work. And then mobile solutions. Actually, I had my IT guy in here today. We were trying to look for, the Apple Store, the Google Play, an app on your phone that you can actually then record all your cell phone. If you're someone who works on your cell phone, that's all you've got. There may be some solutions online to, the Google Store or Play Store, and try it. But again, I don't know how the storage is going to work. So looking at all this, as a marketing office, we always talk about why partner with GoldenCare? Why put your Medicare products under one roof? It's always a good idea, I guess, to maybe do that, have all your stuff in one place. But I think more now than ever, with this particular extra compliance thing, GoldenCare gives you access to Medicare Center. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Medicare Center because it's one of GoldenCare's tools we've had for years, and just it's a free tool. It's an innovative platform called Medicare Center. It has everything you need to stay compliant and increase your Medicare production. I'm not going to go through a full-blown webinar here on Medicare Center. We'll probably be doing one on exactly that and demoing the recordings and a lot more involved in that. But just know at this point, we are thinking the Medicare Center is going to be the best solution for taking care of all these compliance things. And let me kind of just briefly, broad stroke, show you why that is. All right, so what is Medicare Center? It's a multi-carrier online quoting and enrollment tool for Medicare and other health-related products. There's burials in there. There's hospital indemnity plans. If you're selling an Advantage plan, a lot of times people mix hospital indemnity with that. This thing has all these carriers preloaded in. You can put people's, again, zip codes in. You can run their drugs. You can find out, what plans are available in any given zip code, supplement-wise, Medicare Advantage-wise. Everything you could possibly need to do for Medicare is available here in Medicare Center. Okay. Now, first-time users will just have to go out and register for it. Actually, I had one of my colleagues here just go onto our website, goldencareagent.com. And matter of fact, I think I have a thing to show you that. You just go to our website here, goldencareagent.com, and just go down to tools, and you'll see CSG Actuarial. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but you'll see Medicare Center. Okay. And this is kind of, again, it's a catch-all tool. Not only is it going to record your calls for you free, it's going to, it has a CRM, it has all the products, so you can quote, you can enroll. And if you're, for myself, I don't know how many carriers are in the Medicare arena. I probably have 10 to 12 carriers I work with, Aetna and WellCare and Cigna and Mutual Omaha and Humana and et cetera, United Healthcare. And for more and more of them, it's easier to just go to one place to do your enrolling, to do your electronic apps. So, having 12 different passwords and sets, and they have to reset the passwords. I have found, and again, I probably write as little as 25, pieces of business a year, maybe 30. The Medicare Center is absolutely the easiest place that I have found to do an enrollment. I can get an enrollment done in 5 minutes in there. Other websites, there's screen after screen to click to, and you go back to, and you didn't do something right here, it sets this off. I can't impress upon you enough how easy the access is to enroll people on Medicare Center. So I've been using it for 2 years already, just for my enrolling. But with these heightened regulations coming on, I think it's time for me to dump my clients in there. They have a CRM. It has them preloaded. So then if you click on them to call them, it's automatically recorded. It's automatically stored for 10 years. I have a video that kind of speaks to this, and there's still regulations coming. There's still formatting. A lot of these services are trying to get this established exactly how it's going to work. But this is what we know so far. Let me show you a screen here.
We all know the news. CMS is requiring Medicare agents to record the sales calls they have with their clients and keep the recordings digitally connected to the specific client they serve. We're excited to share that there's a smart and simple way for you to meet these requirements. Medicare Center offers a powerful call recording solution that is remarkably simple to use. With Medicare Center call recordings, it's easy to seamlessly record all your client calls. Store the recordings automatically and securely for the full 10-year period required by CMS. And download calls anytime you need to from wherever you're working. The platform includes call scripts, call notes, the ability to automatically connect calls to your client's contact record, and more. It also has the Medicare Center support team ready to help. And the best part is, all these useful call recording features and resources are available at no cost to you. Medicare Center Call Recording offers you much more than just a way to record and store your calls. It can also connect your call recordings directly to your client list stored within Medicare Center's robust CRM. This makes it easy for you to keep track of all your call activities and quickly find calls associated with specific clients. Every call made to or from clients on your Medicare Center contacts list is automatically recorded and saved as an activity in that client's activity feed. By clicking on the call activity, you can download call recordings and add notes or other details. Need to find a specific call? You can easily filter by client name or phone number and be ready to review with just a few clicks. Calls made to or from numbers that aren't yet connected to your client list are saved in recent activity. A full call history log is kept on your updated Medicare Center dashboard, making it easy for you to create a new client profile. Once the profile is created, all future calls with that client will automatically be recorded and attached to the client's page. You'll always know right where to find them. With Medicare Center Call Recording, you can choose and change which phone receives incoming calls. Mobile and desk phones are both supported. When a call comes into Medicare Center, an incoming call bar appears, and mobile application users receive an additional push notification. A call script with CMS-required talking points is then displayed, which makes it easy for you to share them within the first minute of each sales call. You'll also see useful tags that identify which marketing campaigns the call came from, or if there are any suggested activity recommendations. And you can easily access the script and tag information on your client's contact record. All these convenient call recording functions are powered by a unique Medicare Center phone number that's assigned to you. Because the number is yours, and yours alone, you can use it on marketing and other materials. And every call made to your unique Medicare Center phone number is recorded automatically. This makes it simple to keep all your client phone correspondence in one place and have access to your call recordings in an instant. Medicare Center Call Recording is a valuable new feature that we're thrilled to offer at no cost to you. We'll be releasing it soon. It's built to help you stay compliant as you continue to expertly serve the complex needs of your clients. And it's one more way Medicare Center can help you be even more efficient and effective as an agent.
We could just put live videos on. What the heck is this presenting thing anymore, Lynn? I'm telling you, that's pretty good.
Live.
I know I'm live. All right. So, hey, that was pretty cool. So I hope that gives you just, if you did notice at the end of that video, it says that, we're real close to releasing this. They are still working a couple of things out of it. They're going to have it ready by October 1st. The enrollment, AEP obviously starts, October 15th, right? So in the meanwhile, how cool is that? Like I mentioned before, I've already been using it to do a lot of my enrolling. It's an easier site to do all in one. Well, now, I just can't imagine myself not dumping the rest of my clients in here. Every time you click on one, you want to call them, you double click them, and it's going to record everything for you. So when you do share your number, your phone number with people to call in, when they call in on that number, automatically recorded. That covers you there. Because I'm thinking, what if you're on there? I have my work phone rotate to my cell phone. If I'm out, I don't know, outside of work. And so I like the fact that even it's going to my cell phone, it's being recorded. Someone calls you randomly, hey, you talked to my, you sold my sister a med supplement 3 years ago, and I was given your name, and can you help me with Part D coverage as well? Yeah, sure we can. Maybe I want an advantage plan. So that cord's being recorded. So again, Medicare Center, I think that video gave you the gist, but it's got enrollment tools. It's got a CRM, single sign-on for all these websites, so you can put all your stuff in one place. Text or an email scope of appointments, I do my scopes out of this as well, because it's so easy to do. I can email them or I can even text them to people. So depending what when I have on the phone with them. The call scripts, if you'll notice that came up, not only will this automatically record your calls, but a little pop-up window comes on, because we're also required within the first minute of every call this year to read the disclaimer that, we don't offer all the Medicare plans available. To see a complete list of all plans available, go to, Medicare's website, Medicare.gov to get, so there's disclosures you have to read within the first 60 seconds. Those pop-up windows come on. You've got access to all the different things. You can learn about each one of the products of your client. So any questions, there's drop-down menus, there's cross-selling menus, there's comparisons. If you want to mix a hospital indemnity in with a Medicare Advantage thing, I can't even begin to tell you how many things are in Medicare Center, but the crown jewel, in my opinion, is this recording solution. Let me just kind of back out for a second here. When I log in, so this is what it's going to kind of look like for me now. And it didn't, used to have a little different like this. So this is my dashboard, and I didn't load all my clients in here yet, because of HIP and other things. But if you'll notice, I have Lynn Voss, my wonderful marketing guru next door to me here that helps me out with all this stuff. She's loaded in here. So all I'd have to do here is double click her name. It's going to call her and it's recorded. So after I put all my contacts in here, so here's my contacts. Right now I just have Lynn in there. But if I go here to her phone number, double click it, I'm recorded. So it dials right to her number. Again, I can retrieve them, download them. But again, if you look at what Medicare can do, the site itself, I use it for everything. When I'm going to enroll someone, I go into the Medicare app and I can go to the site here and I can basically enter my client's information. We'll just do a test here. So, again, I can do John Doe or John D, 98660. Save. Then I can look at plans. I can also do a scope there. Let me go back to that. So as I go through there, before I do this, I can go to a scope here, put their email address in there, email scope, boom. While you're talking to them, go to continue plans. Now I've got a list now, and that zip code that I put in, which is what, 98660, so this is Vancouver, Washington. I've got, all the plans that are available here. Now again, how Medicare Center works, why is all this free? Why would I even do it? It's the plans that you have through GoldenCare, through Integrity, that I have. I'm licensed, so I have obviously my Aetna, my Humana, my United Healthcare. So whatever contracts you have with us, they're going to be loaded in here. They're going to be loaded in with your agent numbers, your stuff. So when you enroll, it just automatically goes to those sites. It's really slick that way. So if you have no carriers with us at this point, I would encourage you to get a carrier or two. Well, I'm going to talk about products in here in a little bit, but we have plenty of Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage plans, Part D plans. So just by having one plan with us, it kind of gives you access to all these nice tools. So let me go back to anyways, this is Medicare Center, just a place to add. Now from here, I can just go ahead and add a card. I can enroll. Super nice. Again, all my plans that are available in that zip code are here. So Medicare Center, can't say enough about it. Now inside of Medicare Center, you have access to CSG. We have a separate access to CSG. When you go into our tools here, let me go back over here. So you'll notice here, we have CSG Actuarial and Medicare Center. Now, Medicare Center and Integrity, they own both. They own CSG and Medicare Center. These are being integrated together more and more. Right now, when you're in Medicare Center, there's a link that will link you back to CSG. But for those of you who don't use CSG, I use it regularly. And for now, I'm going to speak to just you supplement folks. We give you free access to CSG. If you're not using it, you probably should be. I'll show you that quick here. So as far as that goes, I log into CSG, and now given any zip code, if I want to see, I don't know, I'll just run Vancouver again. I'll just do 98660. And I'm gonna look at Plan G in MedSup World. Clark County, get quote. That's completely coincidental. I had no idea that was Clark County. Interesting. Okay, so here now I have a list of everyone that does business in that zip code. Blue Cross 188, Cigna 194, USSA 196, Mutual Omaha 197. Mutual Omaha is pretty strong there. So now I have a list of everyone that does business in that zip code for Plan G. And I can look at Plan, F or Plan. So when I'm talking to folks, I don't mind telling them. I have Cigna, I have Mutual Omaha, I have Ellipse, I have Blue Cross, I have AARP, I have Humana. I don't have State Farm. So I can tell people basically, here's the rates for all the companies that are available. I have most of them. And so any zip code that you're working in, I like to go and do some research, see what, and if I find out that Cigna is the lowest one, I might just add Cigna. So anyways, that is a tool that is also available to you at GoldenCare. So CSG is now part of the Medicare Center as well. So again, kind of going back to this, and if you don't do much with CSG during the AEP, the neat thing that they're doing now is they're cross-selling these Medicare Advantage plans. They're automatically tying a hospital indemnity that covers your hospital deductible. If you know anything about Medicare Advantage, the biggest fear that people have with them is you have this $300 to $350 per day hospital copay that can be as much as 5 days. So people have this $1,600 hanging over their head. Now, granted, a Medicare Advantage plan is zero premium or 30, as opposed to 180 or 140 a month for Plan G. So you're saving 120 a month by doing it, but then you're exposing yourself to that 1,600. For $30, you can get an indemnity plan that covers the 1,600. So you're still coming out way ahead of the supplement. So that's a popular thing to do. Wednesday, September 21st, we're going to have Anna Patrick on, who's kind of the CSG guru. She's going to come on and she's going to show us how to use that part of it. So if you are in Medicare Advantage, I suggest you go to that webinar. Okay. So what else as far as tying yourself to GoldenCare? Medicare Center is a big show here, but Turning 65 app. So we have a lot of exclusive products, a lot of products in general. So we're kind of telling you, look, if you're appointed with some of our supplements, if you're already with us, add the AFLAC or the ACE, the two new kind of policies that are kicking butt in the Medicare arena for Plan G. They're pretty much the lowest in almost every zip code out there. AFLAC has entered the market in a big way. They have all kinds of incentives going on too. But when you get these appointments, we'll give you this Turning 65 map. It'll give you 100 people that are within, wherever you reside, wherever your computer, your IP address is. It's going to give you 100 names and addresses of all these people all around you. So we can show you also how to continue to get more and more with those that are free. Turning 65 leads. Again, they're hard to work. I understand these people are getting pounded from every direction, but again, it's just something we offer you. If your neighbor, your neighborhood, if you want to drop some handwritten cards, maybe knock on some doors. I've heard of people doing this. They get this T65. They find out that there's 6 neighbors in the same block of them that are turning 65 the next 3 months. Well, they walk by and they just put a handwritten note. I'm your neighbor. 4 down. If you have any questions, give me a call. And people are actually making sales this way. I know it seems, door to door seems an odd way to do it, but when they're literally in your neighborhood, it's kind of a nice little feature to know who's turning 65, and we'll give you a perpetual access to that. Other things, direct mail lead drops, social media marketing campaigns, customizable mailers, email marketing. We've got all this stuff available for you. I don't care what carrier it is. We've got all the carrier stuff. We've got the private label stuff with GoldenCare, so you can be a broker and offer different products, using the GoldenCare logo. We have our carrier specific stuff. So, let us help you with your social media presence, your emailing campaigns. So, let us help you with that stuff. That's kind of what partnering with an office like us is going to do for you. The exclusive carrier incentives. Right now, through Integrity Marketing Group, who owns GoldenCare now, if you look at this lineup of exclusives, Lumico, Ascendo, part of CVS or Aetna, United Healthcare, Humana, Manhattan Life, AFLAC, ACE, all these big products that are entering the market, GoldenCare has an exclusive on these. We're paying anywhere from $100 to $300 for underwritten apps, apps 1 through 5. So, almost all the carriers are doing this. They're going to pay anywhere from $100 to $300 per app on underwriting one, $100 an app on regular apps. So, for apps 1 through 5, 1 through 10, all the different carriers have all their incentives going on, besides the great commission they already offer. So, with these exclusives, GoldenCare is paying a lot of bonuses right now. So between Medicare Center, CSG, marketing campaigns, social media presence, Turning 65s, all the incentives and bonuses. We really want you guys to partner with us more and more. And that, again, was the gist of this webinar, just kind of showing all the things you need to do. And again, I just sincere as can be. Even though I work at GoldenCare, I do write on the side. And I don't do a ton of writing, but I do enough to where it's just, I got to stay certified. I got to go to this website, that website. I got to imagine that some of the people on this webinar are probably people who don't do a ton of Medicare, but maybe they do long-term care and they do other products, but they know that there's tidal wave of people coming here for Medicare. It's just it's such a good market to be in because there's so many, 10, 12,000 people turning 65 every day. So if you are like me and you just kind of dabble in it, it's hard to be a lone wolf out there. It's hard to be a one-man band in this day and age with all the compliance, with all the products, with all the online social media. If you're not partnered with an agency or a marketing office, it's really hard to be that lone wolf anymore. So I guess that's the premise of today. Let us help you. Partner up with GoldenCare. Grab a couple of our carriers. I don't care which ones. If you already have Aetna with someone, I get it. Maybe add Mutual Omaha with us. Maybe pick up a Medicare Advantage plan with us. Start using our tools, because I promise you, if you start using Medicare Center, you're going to want to put all your stuff in there, because it's just that cool to have everything in one place and recorded and compliant, and all those problems we're talking about are all kind of solved there. So anyways, partner up with GoldenCare. I want to thank you guys for coming on board today. 800-842-7799 is our phone number. And I want to thank you guys sincerely for coming on board. Again, 800-842-7799, or visit our agent site, goldencareagent.com, and maybe go ahead and get registered for Medicare Center. Again, it's going live October 1st, I believe it is. We're going to do another live demo on it when it goes live to kind of keep you guys all in the loop, apprised of what, how it works. So anyways, thanks for coming on board. Give us a call. 800-842-7799 is our number, or goldencareagent.com. And we're happy to help you kind of get some of these tools and help you have a great Medicare season and take some apps. Good luck selling this fall.
Check out our website, goldencareagent.com, or give us a call at 800-842-7799.